the second part, so make sure you've watched the first part to understand this one. Yeah, so I have talked about YouTube being my problem. Number 2, my clothes, and number 3, that is money. Yeah, another thing that was actually affecting my joy and my happiness was the fact that my skin, my face actually camouflages, if I may use that word. Like today it might be, smooth, spotless, no problem with texture or pigmentation. Then after some time, mostly it's during my cycle every month, it changes. Like my face is so bumpy, like like it makes me, my face changes and it makes me feel so bad. My confidence definitely goes so down, and I'm like, Jesus, I can't even look at myself in the mirror because just how bumpy my face becomes around here. Right now it's getting better, it's not that much, but and that affected me, and I'm like, the idea of having skincare, like a skincare routine, came to my mind, but money is the problem again. That is where the issue of money came again. I can't afford any skincare stuff because how? I mean, I should be using that money to buy something, something else, and the fact that I couldn't do anything about it, I just let it go, and I didn't want anyone to mention anything about my face. I mean, I meet you and you're like, what happened to your face? I'm like, just leave me alone. Why are you mentioning something that is giving me stress? Like, you're reminding me, and I've decided to let it go. So I have to deal with that forever until I begin to make money and I start having a job or whatever where I will be able to pick money from. Yeah, if I'll plant them, then until then until then I have to deal with my face camouflaging and changing. Another thing that money is a big problem for me. It's a big problem. Another issue again that came about with the money being the issue was, what is it? It has escaped my mind. Skin. I've talked about the skin. Yeah, that is it. So when it comes, I will talk about it. Another thing that was actually bothering me was the fact that academics for me, they're so much stressful. I remember last semester, that was this year, 2019, January to April, that was the last semester. I was undergoing a very tough problem, and it's because the person who I work with every day, like my company, is such a bad company. Not bad like you think. I mean, when it comes to comparison, she was a kind of person who, compares you with other people. Like maybe when you've done a cut or an exam and the results come out and you're given your paper, she'll be like, what have you gotten? Me, I've gotten this. Imagine someone else has gotten, like, it's another thing trying to encourage you to work more better, but it's a different thing bringing a negativity about you can't do better like someone else. So when I realized that the someone was the problem, I decided to avoid and just stay away, which you stay away, you go home, you stay for the long holiday, come back, and then you come together again. But now I thank God because I have struggled so much with friendship, and I'm like, Jesus, do your thing. I've left it for you because I'm tired. Like, to be honest, ever since I was born, I've never had just like a close friend or person we ride together. I've never had a friend. Like, imagine, how am I surviving in this world? You cannot survive alone, but I can survive with Jesus, right? I'm a loner, but it doesn't mean I'm alone. And I also have friends, general friends. Like, we meet, you say hi, you go your way. If it's time for udaku mshene, we come with udaku mshene, you know. Those are kind of the friends I have. But I also have one friend who I think God uses him to kind of just relieve me, because anytime I feel like I've gone through a lot, you just find that he felt like visiting me. And when he visits, you know, we go have a fellowship either at my house or his house with his roommate and his friends. And I actually realized that when I'm around this friend, I'm free. I talk because we've known each other for 2 years now, and we've been friends for so long. And the fact that I knew him through the church, and him being a leader or something like that, we became friends. You know, that respect build. You know, we have fasting together at times, you know, having, you know, that build our friendship. And we are not, I can't say really we are close, but anytime we meet, we talk, you know, we catch up, you just release everything, and we are open, and I thank God for that. And yeah, apart from that, when I was in high school, that's when I had one girlfriend. She was such a nice girl, took care of me, took care of we always had each other's backs. But when we got to Form 3, she transferred, and we were friends from Form 1. So when she transferred, you know, I had no other friends, so I just continued being the loner. The good thing about me is that I'm an introvert, so I caught up with that so fast. But I still miss her till today. I wish that someday I meet her. My cute friend, her name was Charlene. Her name was Charlene. I can't even remember the second name, but I remember her face. I remember her mom, everything about her. I miss her so much. Oh Lord. One day I'm gonna see her, and I'm manifesting that into my life today. Yeah, so the fact that I've been struggling so much with friendship, and that I have no true people around me, like, you know, and I realize that I'm a really jealous person when it comes to friendships. You know, when I'm your friend, I just want you to be my friend. Like, when another person comes to interfere with our friendship, I'll be like, I see you, she's my friend, she's my buffer, don't take her away from me. I'm like that, but I have no problem with a friendship cycle. That is what I'm praying for right now, a friendship cycle where maybe you are a group of 5 or 4 or 3 girls who you are all friends, like you share everything together, like you are, you know, the way you can have one friend who you're close to. A friendship cycle, I think that can work for me, and that is what I'm trusting God for now. Yeah, and I've not been happy, but thanks to Jesus, he's there to help her girl here. I'm his friend, and he's my friend, and we are friends, and we are together, and we are riding, and we are moving, and life moves on. With Jesus, everything is possible. Duh. Yeah, and I've come to accept that, and I'm used to being alone though. I'm used to staying in the house most of the time. If I'm not in class or if I'm not reading somewhere, I'm in my house. And sometimes that becomes so toxic for me. So that's why I come to areas like this. Nature is always something that is therapeutic and brings me up again, because I don't love music, I don't love watching, I don't love reading. Maybe I only read because I have to read. I know I'm a bright girl. I read for my studies, yes, which stresses me out sometimes. But I know I'm a bright girl, but it stresses me sometimes because I don't believe in myself sometimes. And I know I'm a bright girl. So yeah, reading books like other novels I can, but I find it hard to balance between reading coursework and reading other books. So I'll be like, instead of reading other books, let me just read my coursework. No, I pass my exams, blah blah blah. So I can only read other books when I'm on a holiday, away from reading for books. I mean, reading for exams. So So yeah, that is what happens, has been going on with me, and I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to die. And another thing about me is that when you ask me how are you, and I tell you I'm fine, I'm lying. I'm definitely lying. But if you ask me how are you, and I answer anything different away from I'm fine, maybe I say I'm good, I'm happy, I'm trying to survive, I'm trying to live. Not that is the truth, but again, there is something that I'm going through, and I'm willing to talk about it. So the only way I'll talk about it is by you interrogating me further. Ask other different questions like, do you read books? Do you go for nature walks? Like, I'll find myself speaking out in what I've been struggling with, and that is just me. At least now I know myself. I understand myself. Another thing is that I'm targeting for at least 350 subscribers at the end of this year of 2019. I don't know how that is going to work. I started my YouTube channel on on 16th December 2018, and I'm almost 1 year, and yes, my subscribers count has grown, my watch hours have grown obviously, but interaction is so poor, and I'm just hoping that my content may shift, you know. I started this channel, I was interested in maybe that I'll do a different video for my YouTube anniversary when I'm celebrating my 1 year in internet, because it's not simple. I'm kind of crazy, and I know. The next video I'm going to do the tour at this place. It's not so big, it's not so fancy, it's a forest, and I'm here alone, just trying to figure out my shit out.